Hey guys, I'm Drive and Conquer. This is Civ 6. You guys know the drill. We're back after just having ended the modern era in part 5, and with this button... Okay, that was supposed to be this grand thing, but clearly China wants to talk and give me the worst deal ever for aluminum. Well... That might not be terrible, but I'd really rather not fund you since you're mad at me, and have been since the start of the series, so no. Well, that's your own dang fault then, isn't it? And now we enter the atomic era. Well, you can be mad. So, we're in a golden age, and let's take a look. Oh, two people here have heroic ages. I guess it's good that we have our own golden age, but it could be problematic if these two get a little mad. Suleiman in particular, he has not been happy. I kind of don't want two arms, honestly. Wish you were here. It might be good for a tourism buff. I don't know. I think Bodyguard Lies is going to be a good one. And we get to claim a great musician. I'm not going to pass that up. Oh, wait. Yeah, hang on. I keep having all these great people lie around just doing basically nothing. And I never like fully understand why I can't move one into a city because there's already one there. I mean, Mark Twain will get his chance someday. Same with F. Scott Fitzgerald. Just when I finally start building more. We're doing pretty good on gold. That's nice. A little bit of extra tourism. How are we doing? Finally, okay. I remember I was concerned we wouldn't be leading science. I am a little concerned, though, at America leading this diplomatic victory here. Thankfully, culture and science seem to be going okay. I do know I was going for satellites over here. Yeah, okay. So we're not too much farther away from satellites. At that point, we can get a moon landing, provided we have a spaceport. Now, wasn't there a place... I could have sworn I had a place specifically for this, but I guess not. So I'm not going to bother worrying about that because we need to kind of jumpstart our space production. Even if I end up having duplicate spaceports or whatever, it'll still be good, at least for the later space projects. Ooh. 1,000-year flood. That can't be good.
In order to rally people, governments need enemies.
Finally, okay. Leve en masse. I love this one so much because it makes so many of my units, if I just have them sitting around, completely maintenance-free. I don't think we particularly need Limes anymore. Military research will probably be better. I should have built more encampments earlier in the game, thinking about it now. But we really don't have... We kind of just have to roll with it at that point. Next time. We'll do better next time. As for that... I don't want to confirm yet, though. We're gonna leave those policy cards later. We're gonna leave them for just a bit. So great scientists. I don't particularly want Janaki Amal because we don't really have any rainforest to properly use her in. Let's see. Let's definitely get that zoning commissioner. And I don't think Ostia is having problems with loyalty. Are they? No. Okay. There's plenty of. We're good. We don't need that. Definitely establish her here to boost that. Now, as for our policy cards, we're kind of leading the pack on great scientists. I think great artists we're doing okay on too. So we don't really need great musician. We're pretty much the only people who are going to claim those. Nubia is about to get Robert Goddard. And I kinda want to spend faith, because that 20% production towards space race projects. So let's try and get engineer points. Yeah, great engineer points. We'll do the levy en masse. And I think that'll cover our policies for now. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna get religion, honestly. Suleiman's in the game. He's kind of blockaded us out. So I honestly think it's probably a bad idea to continue going for that. Let's try heritage tourism, see how that goes. And if not, maybe we can find a better one. Or just substitute rationalism and take another card from something else. I don't think we're suzerain of enough to make Raj actually worth it. But maybe one of these. Great scientist, I mean, that could be an extra buff. Alright, that's set. We're going on policies. As for our civic, shopping mall sounds good for now. Well, see, this is where I get caught in this part of the game, the atomic era especially. Because I could go for communism here. That would be pretty good. Oh, capitalism's a dead end anyway. Yeah. Let's do communism. Let's get that science. You already... Oh, this isn't even atomic era. My bad. That's modern era. We're definitely going to want to get Cold War and space race, but those are all way down the line right now. As for what we should build here in Puteoli, let's get an encampment, honestly. And we don't have anyone working that oil tile, so... Well, that's a little expensive right now. Do I have a spare builder? Or I can put... Okay, yeah. We're still working on getting Oxford, I think. I don't think anyone's claimed it yet, so we should be good. I also do hate to spend this much faith on a single unit, but I can already tell it's going to be tight. It's going to be kind of tight if we're going for that science victory. Oh, we do. Okay, 3 builds. Let's get that lumber mill. And then we can move them over here to get that oil. Because at the very least, he'll give us trade points. So... I'm kind of concerned here, because I'm not going to be able to maintain stadiums. I don't have anything. Chosen player loses. Yeah. The bots usually like to piggyback on whoever has the most one. Government type gains. Let's go for communism, although I don't want to put too much in there. Duplicate luxury resources. What do we have duplicates of? Sugar, although that's on fire. Probably need to fix that. Deer, yeah, deer are a bonus resource. Can't really do much with those. Dyes, maybe? We kind of don't have a ton throughout our empire, and I think that's mostly my fault for not expanding more. Maybe then, I don't know. I banned something, but I don't know what is the problem. So... I guess I'll ban coffee, because I don't have it. Maybe someone else wants that. And they're all going to vote for the World Games anyway, so I may as well. Missed though. Oh, wow. Okay. Not what I expected, but... Alright, we're going to have to work on that train athletes project here. Let's see. I don't think we get the rocketry Eureka because we already have it. We do have envoys, though. Valletta, yeah. Let's just straight up go for it. Oh, that's right. We can use Robert Guard twice. So I don't... Do those stack, actually? The 20%? Alright, America's still not in the lead, so we're good there. Actually, wait. Are we able to build Oxford now? Because I kind of prefer to be comfortable where we are in the World Games. Did someone take it? Hold on. Let's see. Oh, Nubia got it. That's a shame, but you know, we can live without it. It'll give us extra time for those athletes anyway. Let's just take that out of there. It probably doesn't hurt to, at the very least, have that extra science. Alright, this builder needs to come get this oil.
If God had really intended men to fly, he'd make it easier to get to the airport.
Alright. Just in case it only applies towards that city, I'm going to go ahead and put this here. Liang should be establishing soon, so we should get that extra buff towards districts. I hope. Combined Arms Eureka, that's pretty nice. What trade won't we get us science? That's a pretty good one. I do need the production elsewhere though, so we'll just take a hit for one turn. That'll be alright. Alright, we lost our alliance, but I really don't want to lose her as a friend. Actually, wait, can we get extra production? No, we can't. Alright, so this is going to be really the best. And after that, I'll have to close that to get the update, I think. Yeah, there we go. So in terms of science, Miroy is looking the best. What about production? I'd honestly much rather have the extra science buff. It's going to be useful, I just know it. James Joyce? Yeah, I'll take that. I just know that, like, at the very least, claiming these means nobody else gets them, which will at least be useful in some way. And you get some error score, which is always nice. What exactly did I do? Oh. Still going on the wonders thing. China's been doing this the whole game. Alright. Got some gold. 26 turns to a spaceport, not bad. Who's leading? Okay, I'm leading in the World Games. But I'd really, really prefer not to fall behind, so I'm just going to train some extra ones to be safe. Is there a better place that I can... Oh, Steel Great Work, that could be pretty good. And we got a Master Spy. I kind of just want to keep siphoning funds so that way I can buy stuff later on in the game. Yeah, more siphoning funds. Not... you know, actually, maybe I'll promote him and then we'll go ahead and get... We'll go ahead and sabotage. I could use... I just want to keep training athletes, honestly. Because, like, I don't see a reason to do anything else with some of these I'm just having sitting around. Like, maybe some of the festivals. But I want to make sure I am very, very secure in the lead here. Because of that diplomatic victory point, and I shouldn't be worrying too much about it, but America's only like 2 good votes away from winning. That's why I'm trying to kind of like slam back down. And, oh, we lost suzerain in Geneva? That's not good. Oh, what? A new empire is in power in Allison? Hold up. That can't be right. The Ottomans have been there for a while. I mean, I don't want to... No, can't really do that. They've already denounced me. I don't think I want to make it worse. Alright. Using my last charge, maybe I'll get a lumber mill here. Can we swap any tiles? I could get into the view for that. Alright. Actually, we don't get anything from a production focus, so is it already optimized for production, or what? Maybe it's just not working as well as I'd hoped? Oh, here we go, okay. So we do that. Optimize for production everywhere. I can throw a lumber mill on this tile. I know that much. Maybe a mine up here, too. I think I can just buy the builder outright. So... Oh, actually, I can just buy a workshop. That'll at least help a little. Alright, we are definitely going to need more amenities. Actually, yeah, we should... I definitely need more amenities. What am I doing? Alright. Taj Mahal doesn't look that good. Hermitage could be a good one. I kind of don't want to just throw another train athletes on it, because that seems like it'd just be a bad idea. But I really don't know what else to build. Maybe we'll get a military... Oh no, wait, research lab. We definitely need that. Could build a coal power plant. I don't know. I'm not really that worried about CO2. And I'm already contributing anyway. And we have the oil. And hopefully that'll kind of extend that bonus over here. That is loud. That is loud.
Lead to policies that lead to actions.
Okay. So I think we have the adjacency bonuses one, which is now replaced. I didn't see too much of a tourism buff, so we're gonna just kind of cut that. What else? Any... Trying to think what a good one would be. Maybe economic union. Or actually gunboat diplomacy. That one looks like it's going to be better. No, actually, like I keep Visselbanken. We'll do that. I'm just trying to like juggle these here because I already know for a fact. Military research will put that one on there. Oh no, wait. What am I doing? I keep juggling all these policies because I want to like maximize this production here because we're gonna get satellites and I want to launch that moon landing basically ASAP. Once again, could use the extra production here, and it'll give some food, hopefully. Yeah, sabotage production, definitely want to do that. I guess this is the conservationist agenda. He's gonna be kind of upset to know I'm building this. Alright. For production? Wow. Okay, I will definitely take that. And it gives food, so can't really complain. Seriously, at this point, I mostly just want to make sure we get as much of that as we can. 14 turns, we can start doing space race stuff. The Ottomans have overtaken me. Whoa, hold up. Alright, yeah, definitely we got the listing post. We'll pay attention to all that in a minute. When did the Ottomans get so much culture? That can't be good. Can I head over to one of these Ottoman cities and get them to stop? Can't steal any of their great works. No, I really can't. That's not good. I guess we'll just go for more fun siphoning then. What's the next step? Nanotechnology. That's already boosted, which is good. So I do know that the, I do know it flips out occasionally and will display a wrong... Okay, yeah. Sometimes it displays a number, but it's not really accurate because it's only going based on what happened that turn. So the Ottomans definitely have a solid lead, but at the very least, we should be okay. Now, as long as we have that, where can I get my rock bands? Or have I... Oh, you know what? Actually, that's Cold War, so we haven't researched that. Ugh, I'm not interested in joining that war. That does not seem like a smart decision. Why won't this menu go away?
Cars haven't advanced that much since we were kids. When you boil it down...
Nothing that good there. This menu just, like, will not go away. I'm not even focused on that. Oh, there it goes. No? Okay, finally. Gee, this episode's a bit of a mess, isn't it?
The class struggle necessarily leads to the dictatorship.
Here we go. Finally, glorious, beautiful communism. Let's swap that in right now. What do we want to add? Those are domestic, so I don't really have domestic trade routes. I'm getting everything I want from Nubia anyhow. We will get the science buff from having communism. That plus 10 science. Extra production too. Always nice. Maybe commercial hub and harbor bonuses, because we're probably going to need that gold. Speaking of gold... No. I was kind of hoping that I would reveal a really good card for gold after I said that, but I didn't. Right. Coloniter. Okay. So, we're making good science. I am going to need some envoys pretty soon, because I believe I did lose suzerainty. Yeah, I'm not the suzerain of Geneva. So that's an entire 15% missing. Let's get Cold War. I need someone who can compete with Suleiman. And that's going to have to be me. We're doing good in the World Games. I think we can afford to... I don't know. I think we can afford to take a break and do one of these projects. Anything we're particularly close to? Oh, that will be a good one. I like that one. Nubia is going to get that one. Not too psyched about that, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Okay. Well, we aren't in the information area yet, so... Yeah, okay, wow. We could get all of these boosted. That would be amazing. Hold up. Whoa. Yeah, I'll go ahead and cease that. Sorry. Yeah, they need to become influential over one more culture. Eee. That's kind of a scary thought that they're about to win. I don't like that, and I'm actually very mad that they're doing that, so we're going to go ahead and kind of stick it to them. Build the Hermitage. Oh, Guido was actually captured? Can we go get him back? Kind of expensive, but sure. Right. I'm gonna want to start counter-spying here, because I know for a fact that someone's gonna sabotage that spaceport, and I can't afford to have that happen.
In the hierarchy of the major poetic substances, plastic.
Alright, plastic's pretty good. We're inching forwards. We'll get there soon. Nobody is kind of coming close on that, are they? I don't want to convert to coal power. We're doing pretty good. And hey! And we got the power in Kumai. Campus research grants, I guess, since we have power there. Wait, the Ottomans are dominant over us? Ooh. Right. That tells me we need culture. And that is very worrying. I still have cities open to do the stuff for the World Games, so I'm not worried about that. Really did not consider someone else getting a tourism victory. That was probably my big mistake. Oh, don't gloat over me like this, Suleiman. You know where you stand victory-wise. I'm actually very worried they're about to push something, like, right over the edge. If I had to do this, in my next game, I would probably focus more on culture. I think I really messed up on culture here. And that's where I'm suffering. Like, because I don't have any of this culture, I'm really suffering. And I'm kind of having to scramble last minute because the Ottomans are steamrolling through. Then the fact that it unlocks stuff in the civics tree. No, I'm not giving you that. Alright. Counter spy. Protect our city center. That's going to help with that spaceport. I don't really have a place for this great artist, so guess we're just going to have to wait until that Hermitage gets built.
There's so much plastic in this culture that vinyl...
Every turn I keep hearing the little, like, rock bands chime. They're getting close, and I don't like that. Like, it keeps telling me, you know, their victory is imminent, like, and I'm just hoping, I'm hoping not. Thankfully, it sounds like they're falling apart every so often. Let's train some athletes there. Get this builder. See what we can do, I guess. Yeah, I'll take that. I don't need those horses. Yes! Finally, a spaceport! Oh, now that we have that production buff, let's launch a satellite. I don't know if we're going to beat the Ottomans, but we can at least try. I can't do Fear Swear festivals in any of these, which is a real problem. A little bit of culture from that solar farm isn't too bad.
Here at our sea-washed sunset
Yes!
gates shall
Statue of
stand
Liberty!
a
Let's
mighty
go!
woman with a torch whose flame...
Always 100% loyal. We got those 4 diplomatic victory points. Yeah, I know. You don't like my wonder. You wish you had the wonder instead. Well, too bad. Let's get this great scientist and get us... Yes! Let's get all of these boosts. That would have been great if we had the buff that would let us get points from that. Ottomans might... Ooh. Oh, okay. 5 turns till the next World Congress. Maybe if we can hold out, I definitely want to throw down the theater square knowing how well they're doing. Okay. What else could I potentially do? Let's just move this unit around and see, I guess. I'm pretty sure we're going to win the World Games here. I don't really doubt that at this point. It's what comes after the World Games that's worrying me. Any of these give culture. Orsachaz does. Okay. Well, that's just a dead snow tile anyhow, so... So if we can successfully...
It is obvious that while science is struggling to bring heaven...
We may be able to win a diplomatic victory if we can swing this in our favor. We just have to be very careful because now we're leading, which means they're going to start coming after us. Yeah, we're pretty much guaranteed to win that. I don't think anyone but I don't think anyone but me actually cared about that. Not much to build, so I guess campus research grants is really our best option. Yeah, I'll give you the oil. America's been pretty friendly with me the whole game. I don't expect them to try and invade at this point. Yeah, we'll get a friendship too. That'll save us. I don't like that we're probably going into a dark age though. At the very least, World Congress is coming up, so maybe we can win before then. Suleiman's edging closer, but I mean, it's looking like he's got a ways to go. Yep, there we go. That is another diplomatic victory point. So we only need 3 more. Permanent coastal flow, no. Oh no. Didn't I... Okay, I didn't actually even contribute that much. It's mostly China that's doing it. Alright, whatever. Maybe there's another competition or something I can get for those victory points. So let's see. Because World Congress should go into session Yep, here we go. Okay. I have the most points, so as long as they don't vote against me, I could probably steamroll this. 11 votes. Hopefully that should be enough. Gonna cross my fingers on that. They voted olives last time, so I'll go for that. And everyone likes writing a lot for some reason. Put more faith in that. Okay. Moment of truth. I've spent every point I can possibly spend into giving me 2 diplomatic points. Because I'm going to win the resolution there. That's going to give me another point, which is going to give me the 20 I need to win. So fingers crossed. Here's hoping it works out. Submit. I'm actually a little bit on edge here. Yes! We did! Oh my gosh, we got all of them! Wow! I don't know why they hate olives so much, but it works in my favor, doesn't it? Oh my gosh. Yes, so I think it's just one more turn, so we'll just... What do we got? 17 out of 12. Oh, maybe he hasn't awarded them yet. Let's build that fishery. I hope I didn't celebrate prematurely. Because it should be after this turn it'll kick. Okay. Well, at least we got the Earth satellite. Which is at least a good step. I always love watching the space race animations. It's awesome to watch the rocket take off.
From Stettin in the Baltic.
Alright, rock bands. Those will be good. Maybe we could use those to combat it. Yes, okay. 17 out of 20. I'm confused. What, lose it? Oh, I'm a moron! I'm an absolute moron. They voted against. Are you are you joking? Literally everyone. I'm on Ettore. Teddy, what? Oh, wow. I really should have voted against myself thinking about it now. Okay, it just happened. It just so happened that it perfectly canceled out. Wow. I was. Are you serious? All right, let's get the space race. Launch the moon landing. I can I cannot believe I actually. Wow, I celebrated way too early. That is not good. That is not good at all. Oh my god. I'm just sitting here feeling like such an idiot for not realizing. I couldn't. I just saw me as the one who got voted. I didn't even read it. I mean, we're not doing too terribly. Oh, and someone sabotaged our production. How fun. At least we have these envoys. We can reclaim suzerainty over Geneva.
If technology is the engine of change...
Alright, now we can launch a Mars colony. We really do need production, so I'm going to go for a domestic route this time, now that we have communism. Seasteads will give us a point, so we're going to go for Seasteads. I do need to repair all of this, because I believe somewhere along the line it's feeding into my other projects. It's not going to take that long to repair, so I don't really mind. Campus research grant. Wait, did we lose? It said we lost. Oh, maybe it was Hong Kong that we lost as suzerain. 4 turns left in the atomic era. Yes, yes, please give me a friendship. Suleiman's actually. Oh no, that's not Suleiman. Saladin. That's what I'm thinking of. Saladin's actually happy with me. So I gladly will be friends with you. Mostly because I don't want you to kill me. If I can get enough if I can get seasteads quick, my current thinking for victory is that they're going to vote against me again. I just know that. The Ottomans, they're teetering ever closer. So we need to kind of ramp up what we're doing, culture-wise. I'm not giving you anything. Quit asking me. Alright, renew the mission, because if someone sabotages that spaceport, we are completely screwed. I could upgrade to a modern AT here. I kind of don't want to, because we already have a strong military, it's just a little bit outdated. What? Okay, who is in power here? Okay. It keeps saying there's someone else in power here. I don't know why. Because this has been owned by the Ottomans since, like, the start of the game, almost. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't know what I clicked, but I'm not declaring war. That would be very bad. I can still build a Roman fort, so, like, I should probably get on that, at least. I really don't want to spy on my ally here. I'm kind of afraid of China declaring war. I guess it really has to be... Mansa Musa, right? Okay, yeah, he's got some decent yields off of these Sugubas. And... Yep, okay, so next click is going to end the atomic era. So that's actually where I'm going to leave this video off. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to leave a like if you liked it, and follow the next episode, I guess. Hopefully there won't be any premature celebrations in that episode, but I can't guarantee anything, as I'm probably going to misread the prompt again. Thank you guys for watching.